So we are starting to see that maybe the tale isn't struggles from Astralis, but rather performances from Godsend.
True.
A little bit of a recovery, because ever since that loss, we've had nothing but 2 zeros from Astralis. I think?
So.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's correct. Close. Yeah, 2 overs G2, 2 overs Liquid. So, I don't know if there's a third match. So here we are on Inferno. Highest win rate for both teams. So a map that certainly Gambit are going to be comfortable on.
Yep.
But again, this is the map that separates teams in the Tier 1 alone. So even some Tier 1 teams are not very good at it. So we'll see if Gambit have really thought about everything when it comes to the map and how many protocols they have. Because there are definitely some overrated Tier 1 teams on this map as well. Astralis, however, are not one of them.
Hobbit's pregame interview.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll talk about Hobbit when he's alive.
Okay. Give him that respect. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen someone so viscerally regret peaking. We just saw Hobbit in that moment. Like, damn, I picked the wrong time.
Did not work. I was going to say, in the pregame interview with Hobbit, he mentioned how they needed experience versus the Tier 1. He very much recognized that despite their current form and their rise, Gambit, across some of the other challengers, they knew they were not favorites for this. They knew that they would have their hands full, and now they know what it's like to face the best in the business.
Well, they've got a good setup here for this site hit. 3 here, no rotations, 1's coming late. The execute is coming. They're taking over pit while they win their duels.
Nice little 2-man hit here, actually. We had Inters inside the little pit, and then, well, we've got a player to support both Axile and Shiro. But now Shiro's dead to rights. Nafany's trying to find an angle along this arch smoke. Axile playing proactively within the boxes, kind of cools things off. 20 seconds.
Yeah, time.
Not the best situation for Astralis, but they do have that final bit of utility.
99.
Nafany, 1 health. He has 1 health left over and 1 teammate left over now that he needs to see clutch the 1v3. 10 seconds. Axile! Up close and personal, he busts open Astralis.
You want the knife? Holy, 4 kills, Axile holding it down. Teammate dies in the back, no friends left over, and he doesn't need them. This is a lone soldier right here. Look at this beautiful couple of kills. See the madness in his eyes. Take no prisoners.
Dish out regrets.
That was sick. I wonder if scared there, Frankie. A little bit. That was nuts.
Hell of a way to start. Let's see it. Astralis maybe coming off the first map win with some confidence. I don't know if that third player had to reload or if he was just feeling the knife. I kind of got swept away by the moment. I'm not even sure which player it was.
Device, yeah. I was wondering if he was out of ammo.
Right.
I guess he switched. Yeah, he switched to USP right from the beginning. So he might have been out of ammo.
Regardless, good chance for Gambit to start this defensive side early. Little smoke goes down deep. Of course, majority SMGs for Gambit, looking to milk that money. They throw out more utility, also blocking off the top of middle. I think Gambit would be making a mistake if they were to overface Astralis in this round. You could see this Deeg looking for a headshot. Nafany's gonna fire off the logs. Device
Device is on one
head
right
off,
now.
clear through the corner. He will die at the hands of Hobbit, who of course with another MP9 is still looking to just make cash magis onto the half wall with the flash. The peek comes from Hobbit. He's got teammates to bail him out, and everything goes well for Gambit.
Nice cover there by Shiro to protect his teammate, keep the SMGs alive, and to get SMG kills in for the economy. So Astralis will buy up now after a real topsy-turvy first round. And I'd like to know, Device, did he come in with the knife because he was out of bullets, or did he just think the round was over? And either way, I mean, yeah, he's just, he got kind of like 20 or so kills on Vertigo, but it was kind of like that Ross effect where he looked kind of unstoppable. So they come through with the early fast push down mid. Dupree instant punishes. Nafany sprays wildly to see if anybody's tucked it in the smoke. And I'm not sure if he saw anyone pushed up there. Looks like he might go for some kind of timing shot. No, instead he'll fall back. And one thing I really respect about Device on these defaults on Inferno is He's like always the guy to be running up, pushing up aggressively. Like he seems like a quite a quote-unquote passive player, but he's the guy who takes utility damage, who finds the spot between two fires to stand in, who's off the corner of a smoke, opening things up on Banana.
Smoke from Nafany, denying vision from Device. He wants to crack that B site open. He's got 2 players behind him in Glaive and Magisk. Nafany's going to get dangerously close to this Device inside of the smoke as it begins to fade. Nice little snap from the crosshair. Nafany staying alive and kicking. 1, 2, 3. All the players off of the top of Banana etched into the weapon of Nafany.
No help needed. Just a FAMAS. Did you see that? With a mags, with a FAMAS with 1 mag. Melts him down like what? And cheese stick in the microwave.
Oh, your favorite treat. Sorry, I'm thinking like aluminum, steel, Nafany. Is that
Gambit,
Nafnite?
X-Men. There's the cards that explode and
Cheese stick. That was the answer.
oh man, I have the ugliest laugh ever. Don't laugh at that.
4 players up for Gambit. 3 rounds. The lead. Nafany making the difference, man. Playing off of the sandbags. Just stopping them. Nobody's going for the wide swing. Nobody's going for the hard clear.
That is butter for your eyeballs right there.
Rub it in deep.
Beautiful stuff.
Massage them.
That's what you picture, envision when you stand up on top of the sandbags. I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3. We're gonna send Device. We're gonna send Astralis back to Denmark online.
Missed Deagle shot. It's now Hobbit's turn to hold down Banana, as Axile will find himself a kill elsewhere. Of course, that's inside of the apartments. Astralis unable to break through for the time being. This was a full buy, don't forget. Astralis trying their absolute damnedest.
Not, well, like they invest.
As it, yeah.
Yeah. Force up for sure.
This was everything Astralis could afford. And there is still the rifle on Zipex. Smoke grenade goes deep. Shiro's gonna lay down an incendiary. 50 seconds. No bomb for Astralis, so obviously options open.
Device playing on black bars in real life. The group up is here. They've got good enough utility to come through, so they just got to pick whether they want to emo, they want to molly emo or molly quad. We'll just look to Glaive to see what he lines up. And he's just walking up slowly. Looks like he's going to save it. See if they can maybe surmise some entries. Flash will go over, but it's blocked off and well handled here by Nafany and Hobbit. 1 left alive. It's Device. He's got a AK, but he's low on HP. However, he wins his duel. Is there going to be a push through? Oh, nope. It's kind of a fake here.
Yeah, he played around with it. Now he's not going to be able to find his bomb plant.
Oh my god, he doesn't have time to even go for this. He's looking for like a 2K spray down. Awkward situation. Okay, he needs to die right before time. Weird play by Device. Obviously, didn't want to go for the plant. Winning was weird. Winning, it was a weird situation to try to win. Thought maybe they were both wrapping around construction. And maybe thought he had a way out.
Yeah, Shiro also kind of going for the audio fake. He was running through the smoke with his Tech 9 out, but then stopped. 250 rather. He is a CT. You can't buy those Tech 9s. But he could pick them up after this one, because Astralis come in with a couple of Tech 9s and a trio of Deegs. A large collection of flashbangs, but none of them needed. Shiro goes ahead and topples the first player. Now it's Inters with an attempted double spray down. Shiro's called in to drop that bomb carrier. Dupree's got a Deagle kill, but he's lost all his teammates, and he only has 10 health left to work with. So he'll find an M4 challenge through mid, attempt onto Arch, and die. Gambit, find 5.
Hopefully we see that Shiro shot again. That was really, really fast, honestly. We saw it with the X-ray, but off the cover of the smoke, really instantaneously takes his opposition down. Again, right there, that's Device out of the round. And a good couple of pistol kills, but that's all they'll get. 5-0 start here for Gambit. And And this is where the game needs to begin for Astralis. Huge flub on the pistol, getting 1v3'd by Axile. Should be fresh in their memory. This would be an absolutely ludicrous win for Gambit for their Inferno. So not only would they have their 80, 90% whatever win rate, they'd have their win versus Cloud9 not quite as strong, and then suddenly a win over Astralis. Change the course of their vetoes.
Definitely be something to write home about. See if we can get there. 5 rounds to start. Very good showing initially from Gambit. We saw similar scenes on Vertigo before the Danish powerhouse powered up.
Look at this rotation. They've got Inters over here to help. Bomb is coming up towards B. They're throwing smokes down, and it's in front of Shiro, but it doesn't mean that it'll scare them. It looks like they're still comfortably stacked over on this side. Shiro rotates over into CT spawn. They're going to keep the setup as it is, so they've got the right read on the situation.
And here he goes over the top, flashbangs alongside it. Let's see it, Hobbit. He loses his teammate over on the new box, but there's only 20 seconds to spare. And Hobbit actually has a little pocket to work within. Still hiding in the Shire. Inters able to get himself 2 kills, and Hobbit, his position still unknown. Device, well, he still hasn't checked this. Hobbit, he's going to come out now from the hidey hole. And sure enough, it is Zipex pinned in position. 3 CTs to take down, gets the one towards spawn. But Hobbit hides and survives and arrives alongside his teammates for a 6th consecutive round.
I think Hobbit was about to get spammed down. This is all about Inters. Inters comes through with the AUG and kills 2 from the construction cross. Spams them down as they're crossing to the back of site. I mean, surely you see a smoke go down on your molly inside of Emo. You spam it. I think right there is where they're going to clear it, and he just mows them both down. One's an incidental kill, but they'll take it. That's a win. Scary a bit. Yeah, they get it.
Zipex has lost just 1 of his last 16 Inferno games.
Oh, so since the break?
Yeah, he's got a reputation on the line.
Yeah. The scary part, of course, for Gambit is they played back like that. They had the right gamble read to play 2 coming over, but they didn't win versus the entries because, of course, the execute is just, it covers everything. So they've got to think about that moving forward. But at the same time, so far, they've been good at getting the kills on Banana, which is the key. Nico did kind of the same thing on G2, but he was more of a one-man army. For Gambit, it looks like they're a bit more even strength when it comes to finding these kills.
But laying down utility, that was good damage off of his frag grenade. But they're throwing some back his way.
Fighting hard here for Banana. They had a very hard group up from Astralis. Nobody pushed anything, or has pushed anything over on the A site. Gambit playing light, expecting another B hit to come their way. They're correct about it once again. It looks like a flash to top mid. Just to feed into their paranoia a little bit, but it looks like they're about to turn the corner. Shiro, it's your time. Oh, wicked shot.
The only player to find something on the entry. Pre and Device side by side. Could go for a boost if they want to get some kind of elevated peak. But even then, they're going to find nothing for it. Zipex the Wild just hiding and holding back behind them. An additional smoke. Maffany, he will get caught. It pays off. 30 seconds left though. Astralis, they have 1 smoke grenade. And if they throw it at the feet of Shiro, then maybe they could still overwhelm this bomb.
Yeah, right.
But he peeks around it, and he has a gap. So Device could walk right into this. He jumps at the final moment. Zipex is going to give him cover. Device is going to try to plant. Another attempt through the smoke, but this time it does not work. Shiro has done everything for Gambit. And he's got that scope up as he gets closer towards Coffins. Device looks to keep him honest. But it's not just Shiro. It's Inter's right with him. Zipex holding in Axile. That's an easy execute. Now it's Device's time to shine. His AK capitalizing 2 kills for Astralis.
My God, what a round from Shiro, though, on the defense. Again, another round where Gambit have 3 up. Maybe they got a bit fortunate the last time they helped B with 3 with that Hobbit in the back of the sights going unaccounted for. And here Shiro puts up a fight, but again, everybody else dies as they seek out some more information. Maybe could have played it a bit more cool. 3-on-5 situation. Maybe you don't need to be peeking off of oranges with a smoke down in front of the site. So that's a big win for Astralis. Of course, they're going to be very happy about that. Nicely played in the post plant, and it just learned a new off angle from Device.
Magisk had at least double the multi-kills of anyone on Gambit during map 1.
Wow, it's all standing on top of default of all places.
We must not call him Magisk Boy, though. He loves it.
Oh, yeah. He's fully evolved. He's like the next, like he's the evolution of the Pokemon.
I was about to say, yeah, he's like level 3 evolution, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually Mega Evolutions now. So
Mega.
I mean,
Oh God, I'm very behind with the times, guys. I haven't played since 2001.
When do we get Magisk Zard? That's what's coming up next.
As opposed to Magikarp.
oh,
Okay.
fire.
I'm sure he's gonna love this cast. Frankie's gonna hear this. Like, put some respect on my name, Frankie.
Hobbit, he's looking to put some respect on his, because he questions the abilities of Astralis as he gets ahead of the half wall. Deep CT smoke, he saw that cross from Magic,
That's bad.
but it gets magnetized. He tries to hone in on his kill, and Glaive sends him home.
Quite a commit. It's the first time we're seeing Dupree aggressive in the halls. Exile, he's been sharp. And who better than a lurker to catch a lurker? There it is. Instant kill down. They start to rotate back over as they see Dupree is that target. Dupree stays alive in that spot. They probably don't even rotate. See if they continue on through the Molotov. Nafany caught out in the open, but my God, is he good at holding down Mouse 1. He'll control that spray. Zero takes a huge bunch of damage as they push into the site. Nafany's still all alone, and Shiro's continuing to get barraged.
But Axile also just got into position, and he lays down damage from his frag grenade. Smoke soon to fade. Another one hits his feet. Shiro hits the shot. Axile yet to strike, but at a moment's notice, he could swing wide into the 2 Ts that are on the other side. And the longer they wait, the closer he gets to regaining vision. He strikes by surprise, and Nafany's going to close this. Gambit right back to the scoreboard, 7-1.
All they needed right there, just someone in CT to wait for the push. It's just perfect. Again, if Dupree stays alive, nobody actually rotates out of A. They were more concerned it was going to be a late A hit. Gambit are just gambling every single round. After they lose, well, they lost a player who's pushed on Banana, so that was where things got a bit tricky for them. Hoppit going down early. Astralis had good odds. They had to go for some kind of read.
Shiro has had 3 events with under a 1.0 rating, ever. And 2 of them were 1 map qualifiers.
Just unlucky. Just to ruin the event statistics. You've got 1 map qualifiers that are like counting as events.
He's not an onliner, apparently. That was sarcasm.
We'll see. I mean, I honestly don't know, like, you know, some people will fall off when you get back to LAN 100%, but I'm confident with some of the players that have come up, like the heroic players and Gambit and some others. I don't really see a reason why they should completely fall off. I think just maybe there'll be a bit of a gestation period as they get used to playing on LAN, but surely they'll be able to keep up at least some level of their form. And Device did say he misses LAN because people used to make so many more mistakes. That's what he said.
Little challenge onto Arch side, see if Inters can use his own utility to stave things off. He does. Convinces them to double back onto the B site where Hobbit has his head popped.
Oh, I don't think he was trying to get out of there, and for good reason.
Axile.
Why does he only have an MP9 on this round? He'll get
Not quite
traded.
sure. But he uses it properly, flashes himself through, takes a player with him.
This is not a huge investment here from Astralis. Strange round to lose, and yeah, I guess maybe because of how close that last one was, they were just broke despite winning. Keeping it spinning. It's got your knife.
Skeleton.
Every time Connor sees a skeleton knife. He just goes, oh, man.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Lots of new skins added to the game yesterday. New
Yes.
set of gloves. A whole new collection of gloves. Oh, my goodness.
Are there?
Dude, they're beautiful.
Are they, is it like one style, like
nope.
Tortue?
All the same styles?
Yeah.
Like every style you've seen?
Yeah.
More of them. More color waves.
Oh my
Is that, I think what the kids say. Color waves?
Colorway.
Colorways.
Yeah.
Ways. Oh, yeah.
I only just got a knife. Everyone was like,
You bought a knife.
What
yeah,
you got?
well, so basically everyone was like, if you haven't got a knife, then
Run
you
slower.
won't rank up,
Yep,
right?
it's true.
But that's true. Yeah, everyone knows that.
My friend Blitz gave me a knife.
Wait,
Out
Did he
of
give you the
He
like,
gave me,
Dota?
Dota?
yeah, Blitz
Yo.
and Dota, yeah. He's a good CS player. He gave me a knife. It was the Narajevo knife, and then everyone in my Twitch chat was like,
A Navajo.
that's a rubbish, that's a rubbish knife. You need a different knife.
Oh.
I can't win.
Well, Blitz comes from Dota, opens up CSGO.
He gets one of the rarest knives of all time
Yep.
in a case
I
opening.
gave him 20 cases. That knife should be mine.
Oh, is it
Factory
there?
new, Gamma Doppler,
Okay, hold on.
thousands of dollars,
Hero needs to do everything on this round.
just like Shiro.
Damage.
Thousands of dollars invested. That AWP.
They follow up on it. They're not going to assume a rotation's in, or they don't really care. They're just moving forward on this exec. Shiro, it looks like they're hoping he tries to move out of the site. Axel has no idea they've walked all the way up lane. A big confidence play here from Astralis, and no chance for Shiro to get back into this round.
Well, they threw that op at them early, right? Tried to find a little contact. Astralis very good at just hiding beneath the rocks, it seems. And then once the shark had left, Astralis swoops in and sucks up the clownfish. Poor Axile. Never saw it coming.
Is that a Nemo? What's a Nemo?
A clownfish.
Okay. And what's a Dory?
An angelfish.
Okay.
And they forget things.
And what's a sharkfish?
A Vinny.
Vinny.
Almost going to turn his back.
Wow.
Dies out to Dupree. A double. Maybe a
even-
little more.
Doesn't even respect Dupree. Can't even look at him. They're trying to get this op out of the round. Oh, Device will. My God, dude.
Swinging from the fences.
Device is serious at the moment.
Inter's
But
just
they still
hiding.
need to get it.
Please, leave me. And they're going to continue to challenge. He gets himself one kill of the final three, dies out in the end. They don't get the op back in their hands, but they do clear it from Gambit.
And they set up a round where no saves, so Gambit have to spend down to 0 on all of their players, and they're a little bit low on utility. Chance here to punish hard for Astralis, but they've let this opportunity slip a couple of times. That pistol round haunting them. The 3K spray down from the top of Banana haunting them.
And the crunches on that B site also haunting them. 2 players for Gambit here on A. We've got Axile up close and personal. Then, of course, we've got Inter's a little further back. Inter's just lays the smoke in
man.
apartments. This will delay Astralis unless they want to take a massive chance.
They're reading this so well. Gambit, they've been playing 2A for a lot of the time. Look at they just gamble on B again. They're just overstacking it, hoping. But they're not planning to win the A site right now. They'll take a hero play here from Inter's on top of the balcony. Let's see if the flashes will get him.
Yep, a little bit. And he finds the first kill, as does Axile. Each of the A players delivering a single kill. Axile, though, turned to mush at the hands of Magisk. Splashes into the A site. A perfect dive down, doubles his kills. And for a player who has had so much impact in the last matches of Astralis, this was a slower start. But once the engines fired up, well, the whole show could get rolling. We'll see if they can lock down on this Gambit. That stack at the B site.
What? It's killed everybody.
So far, so good. Nafty, though, he's going to find him, head turned. However, time is the issue. Gambit know it. They have to go ahead and concede in the 2 versus 2. Magisk, a wonderful exit from the apartments, shattering what was an initial hold. That was a 3v5 win from Astralis, thanks to Magisk.
Yeah, after the first 2 entries down, but that's also a symptom of the fact that they're just gambling. They leave 2 players alone on the site. If they had gotten any information or even played 3 or peek banana or reaggressed, they would have been able to make an informed decision. And instead, they relied on this super strong entry. And of course, Astralis are just going to be able to execute and win most of the time. So I don't know if Gambit want to continue to do that. But it's just not a sexy brand of Counter-Strike. It's for some reason CIS teams and Avi, old Zeus teams, they love to gamble on Inferno. I don't think there's a lot of reverence for that style of play. And I say CIS teams Virtus Pro, they would tell you that that's not a good way to play themselves.
Hobbit crawling through smoke. Good flashbang. Hobbit's gonna run down deep, dies to Device, who he had already crossed paths. Magisk was just hiding, hoping somebody would save him. His brothers in arms. Device slowly racking up the kills here as well. 12 and 9 at the moment. They've got to be cautious. Yep.
Yeah.
Up on Shiro.
Operation avoid Shiro, as they just try to. They're trying to game him into rotating, and he hasn't been taking too many aggressive picks. He's just been super solid from the sites at getting multi-frags, which is, shows his insane talent. But once again, Astralis are convincing him to rotate to the wrong site before they hit the other.
Success for Astralis at the A site now consistent.
That's Moto smoked out, lane completely open, and an easy site when they take it.
Yeah, nothing here to stop them at all, but becomes Operation Save Shiro. Make sure that Sniper and Famas move into the next round. Astralis still shooting for a lead. This is very similar to the first half of Vertigo.
Adaptations, that's what's the difficult part, of course. I think on Vertigo, though, I think they had a better game plan at first. Like, they won rounds that were like, they were outplaying them, they were finding the re-aggressions, they were taking more of the rounds into their own hands. Here, they've been getting kind of fortunate. The 1v3 on the pistol, which is a good start for Astralis. The gamble stacks on B, Hobbit going unnoticed. Huge individual plays, the only thing keeping them afloat, really.
Two weapons came into the round, two weapons look to leave. Seems so. Astralis one final chance, but they are going to let them be grandfathered forward. We've got 3 rounds left here on the T side of Astralis. Like you said, what really makes the difference are those very few key moments from Gambit at the start of the half, and we haven't seen those instrumental individual plays for quite some time now. Astralis kind of running circles around Gambit. Shiro tries to find information down mid. Device looks to challenge. How far does this initial hit go?
Okay, well, it's got Hall's control here. Pushed up with Axel. I wonder if he'll do anything tricky. He's got it at the corner of a smoke. This would be a pivotal kill for him to grab. Xyp9x walking right into his crosshairs. He'll go down. That's a huge opening. Nice tactic.
Frag grenade does a little bit of damage, but Device, he comes out of the corner. Nafany never saw it coming. Hobbit can't see anything at all. Not through the flash, not through the smoke. He backs up slightly as the Astralis get deeper into the B site. The Molotov lands on Hobbit, so he can no longer contest this. And don't forget that all the while, we still have Dupree towards A. If the CTs commit into this, then that last piece of Astralis may be needed.
And they know they don't have to watch their back on Banana now because Dupree has them here. So they can sit out in the open.
And as Dupree gets going, so does Axile, leaving that A site, getting closer to the retake attempt. This could play into the hands of Dupree superbly. We'll see. He's got the back turn to the Opper, but Shiro took down a player right before he died. Magisk sprays for 1 kill, and Inters is left on his own now. Flashbang off of the corner. He's got 2 Ts ahead, and he almost lines them up, but Glaive shuts it down, and Astralis within 1.
Nice attempt. I don't even know how Device sneaks into that position. I guess there was a smoke down the top of Banana, but now that they're conceding all of that area, Astralis are using that against them. And the re-aggression into Halls, that's a brave move from Dupree, making sure Axel doesn't stick around or push, and then using that for the ultimate flank. And here it is. That just 1 peek from Device catches them off, and they're a slave to the rotations at that point. They have to come in for the retake, and they haven't been great at them.
An early burst of success that has absolutely fizzled out.
I like that they did the opening. I mean, they had fought here inside of Hall as they got an opening, so it does take the edge off when it comes to B, but instantly that 4v4 makes things tricky. So the point is, though, not to shy away from that, to keep it going a little bit. Let's see if they can, play confidently. They rely on their aim. They've got such even strength across all of these players, and they should try to continue to magnify that concept. Astralis does have to have a lot of experience versus teams like Na'Vi that do these kinds of stacks, though. I think they're starting to catch on to the scent.
Hobbit wants to try and apply a little bit of pressure because of what maybe Astralis has been committing to this B site, but he also doesn't run the risk of sticking into the spray too long. You've got to remember how good Astralis are at those angles. Finding your face through smoke.
There's barely any grenades here for Gambit, so they're looking for a site hold. Not a single kit on the board.
And while they're not playing so proactively into the apartments or banana, they are still going for these gamble stacks. And this time, it is numbers closer to the A site.
Here they're not even stacking, right? They're just playing 2-3, like no sites even particularly overstaffed. If they had 4, we could talk.
Enters inside of the corner. Axile blind for the time being. Famas good for the first one. He's going to lay down the flash. They're focusing forward on him. Axile traces the player down into the pit. Shiro with the combat op dies to device. It's a man advantage up for Gambit. Bomb has to be planted. Magic over towards pit. Cleared off of the situation as Axile comes in with the double and leaves device in the site, sitting in the 1v3. Molotov on his feet. Nafany runs in, and Gambit find a lead at the end of the CT side.
Oof, they lock it down. That pick kill was everything, man. Winning that duel as that smoke came up. We're watching it from X-Ray as Device is like, listen, I've got to plant. You've got to win that duel. Leaving him alone. And what would have been a 2v2 ends up being a 3-on-1 situation. A nice pit hold here from Axile, again, staying alive. He's been pretty consistent at winning at least 1, but here he grabs 2. And now we come into the last round. Gambit have that lead. Kind of asked for the site hit to come in, but if Astralis can see the sites, either one, they would pick. 2 and 3, 2 on banana, 3 on A. Both are supposed to be reasonable with the right grenades.
Dupree's going to go hunting with the off early on, misses the initial flick shot. A man advantage for Gambit, damage both directions. Zipex inside the apartments. A bit of a struggle this game. He is 5 and 10 at the end of this first half.
Axile's got a couple of one-ways.
Cheeky, cheeky. And super sneaky. He just sulks back into the side of the little pit. A very crucial moment for Axile last round, as he was able to hold down on the bicycle. Inters is inside of the site, and Glaive on the side of the wagon. Glaive's going to get hit. Oh, wait, Inters kind of lets him slip through. Now there's no pit control here for Gambit, but Inters looks to deliver. Oh, and Device anticipates the peek from Shiro. This is going to be a post plant. One final post plant for Astralis to try and keep this as close as can be. Hobbit, op up, utility for Gambit as well, looks good. And Device, he's inside of the boiler. Cyclops in. All he needs, that one shot. Hobbit, let's see the clutch. Device is incredibly low, but Hobbit, he doesn't have any damaging grenades. It's that single flashbang. And there's even a player in Zipnik sitting inside the smoke, but it's the apartments from Device that locks it down. A 7th for Astralis at the end of the first half.
For fans of fast cars, Twitch, or funny faces. For fans of love and fans of life, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition. All you want to do all you love.
8-7 the half. Gambit with a slight lead, but they take to the T side of a map where they are about to get a face full of utility. And if you don't believe me, just look at the buy. 3 frag grenades for Astralis in the pistol.
What is the pace for Gambit? What's the tempo they want to set when they come through with the fiery hot opening kill as Astralis go for the crack peaks? We saw some good pistols out of Gambit. Even when they lost a player early on Vertigo, that, you know, secondary aggression with 4 CTs, Inter's lighting it up. Seen some good stuff. Where is all the utility? Is it all over on the B site? It looks like it is. Where's Zipix?
Yeah, he's over there in the back of the site.
Oh, here it comes. Are they entering? It looks like no. Oh, wow. Glaive actually holds it. My God. Has he? Oh, because Magic didn't see him cross. That's actually such a smart setup. He doesn't waste any nade. This is why... Damn, that's actually so efficient. That's part of the setup is Magic's holding that exact angle so Glaive doesn't use his nade too early.
They also haven't seen these players fall back. So, I mean, Astralis,
Yeah.
full information. They
Yep.
know that they're still sitting outside of it. But even with that knowledge,
And hauls everything.
Glaive begins to walk away. Frag grenade goes
Oh.
deep. And it's decent damage. Magisk finds
Oh.
a headshot. There's further success with the frag. And now they've got these players pinned into the pit, but there's no frags left, only the flashbang. Kill after kill. Everything coming in here for the favor of Astralis. Only Hobbit with a pistol kill elsewhere. He does get Glaive down to 22. 4 players ahead of him. He goes ahead and takes down Glaive, but Device, hot on the heels, will give Astralis an 8th round, and we're immediately tied up.
That was so sick. That was such a setup. They ate every single grenade. They didn't waste a single one. They spotted for information, like you said, Device down mid the whole time. They had full info whether Gambit knew it or not, and even when they peeked, they couldn't pull any of their utility out. That was disgusting. Looks like Magisk is going for a walk. He's crossing the DMZ here. Dangerous spot.
Three's got himself 2. There's Magisk with 1. All MP9 kills, so Astralis absolutely milking the money. Device with the Fomus to end. Astralis 9-8 early.
Buy-in straight away. Gambit will show us their T side of... We saw a good T side in the first map, right? It was the CT side that they... It was Astralis had... Yeah, Astralis were able to go clean on the T side. Seems like their T side on Vertigo is something special right now. This map, of course, it leans T side, and that is why you see a lot of teams play within sight sometimes. It's very hard to like stay on for map control, so we'll see if they can abuse that. Oh my God, Device had no idea this was coming. He was just blind, couldn't hear anything. They wrapped. Oh my God, poor Magisk with the shortest gun in the game, alone, looking to squeeze for map control. He'll get one opening kill, but the instant trade for Nafany, this might not even be worth an attempt.
Well, they've got 2 MP9s to lose, but it's everything around it. Another one goes down early. Maybe just put Dupree on exits, make sure Glaive survives as he has that full-fledged buy. A 9th for Gambit. Really kicking up the pace, charging with the tempo, and taking Device down for absolutely free.
That was, yeah, the first flash is great, right? Device is just thinking, man, this is just a pre-flash. I'll come to in a second. As soon as he does, he's getting barrel stuffed.
Like a deer in the headlights.
Yikes.
He had nowhere to go. He embraced his fate.
Very morose picture there. And, yeah, but Astralis can take solace in the fact that they've saved a couple of guns and they can buy again next round. Nice start here for Gambit. Right off the jump, 4 AKs carried forward. Economy here and win off the bomb.
What's the rebuy look like? Glaive could definitely get a rifle. Is it just going to be Dupree? Yeah, he'll hang on to that MP9, but they've got the Oppo device, so now we're in to the full one.
Basically a 19 kill half almost for Device. And this is, of course, a specialty map for Device. Oh, they try to chase him down again. They're going for the exact same setup. They eat an 8 in the process. Device will fall back, and now the setup changes a little bit. Dupree coming through with a flash has an
Awesome.
emergency and does some more damage. There's another player low. Will he go for the trade? Dupree is trying to use his ammo wisely. Will finally reload and fall back, but he's done his due diligence.
To think of all the positions that MP9 was going to be able to be impactful, he flashes himself out from Arch. You know, Gambit, had they gone around onto short, then they would have been met by an additional frag grenade thrown by Magisk up on Balk. Device dodged back into the site as fast as he could. Very fresh on his mind what happens when he stands in the no man's land. Very impactful round here from Dupree. Basically using the MP9 in the best case scenario.
Even if he doesn't get a kill, getting damage, info on the wrap, it's just opens up the map a lot better there for Astralis, but then does so much more. So it'll be a Hail Mary. Looks like they're trying to sell some kind of fake, but again, disrespecting the map control that's been taken. And Glaive, he doesn't see anything, but he still seems aware or concerned that it could be a B site hit. So there'll only be 2 on the A site, which could be a nice scene here for Hobbit. Very interesting. And he's actually made a huge rotation around. So this could be a cool strat from Gambit. I kind of like what they're doing here.
Ooh, Zipnix gets pulled off the pillar though.
And the rotations are out. And Hobbit will get a plant on the A site. 10 seconds left, and they haven't killed anybody. Shiro catching the flank, and he gets the kill. They'll have no idea what's going on, but they seem suspicious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so confused. They're inside the site. Inter will get another kill, maybe. No. Okay, full-on retake. Hobbit.
Hiding inside of the Moto. Magisk, you'd think he'd clear this, but he doesn't. Walks right into it, and now Hobbit can go for this last-second reposition. Frag at the feet of Glaive takes him down to 85. Hobbit's going to post up on the angle, and he loses his head. Now it falls onto Shiro, who was last spotted back on Banana, so they should have an inkling. But it's only Glaive with the kit, and he dies. The dink is hit. 13 health for Shiro. Time is of the essence. Dupree with the kill, but not the clock. Gambit. Awesome bomb plant.
That was amazing. They actually pulled that back. That was so sweet. You have to have tons of respect for that round. And the rotation from Hobbit to not just come back to mid, to go all the way around through the back of halls, leaving 2 at the top of Banana. Now, for this to work, you have to get kills as well. So the fact that they pulled 1 player off Inter's sitting in Banana to get a kill on the entry, that makes a world of difference, because Astralis completely leave the site, where it could have been Hobbit in a 1v1 there. Instead, he got to a spot where he could stop them from rotating in. That's one for the books for Gambit. Really nice play.
It's not every day you see Astralis get out-hustled.
Yeah, definitely.
That right there just goes to tell me, Gambit, they've got some tricks up their sleeve.
That was actually so sick to watch. Firing off. If that's the situation they need to get to, then so be it. They can make it a mid-round if they organize themselves well, but it'll just be about not dying early. That's a bad flash that they trust. Doesn't cover the corner at all.
This is a round that they're working with so little.
Yeah, but they're not doing a good job of avoiding the op.
And Shiro, he could walk right into Vice, who's already posted. Dupree, shotgun up close, doesn't draw the opper in right away. Device still just trying to focus forward, hits Hobbit,
again.
And then Shiro takes over the angle, but as if Device is ever going to re-peek that. They could push through smoke or challenge onto the A site. A missed flick into pit. Magisk has a molly on him. More utility to come out of Gambit. After big braining the last play, Astralis shows some bronze. Lackluster weapons. Dupree with the shotgun up high, blasts Shiro into the wall, and Inters has everything to do now. 20 seconds to make this magic happen. And well, Dupree looking for the 3rd off the Mag 7. He goes past the smoke. Inters still with a lot of health in the play. 15 seconds. He's going to be able to try and get himself into the back of the site. And now he's tagged. Final few waning moments. Astralis take 1 back.
That was not a great round for Gambit. To follow up on what was a really amazing round. First of all, Astralis don't have much to work with. Then we go back to the first half. Whenever Shiro carrying his gun over, what did Astralis do? They avoided him like the plague. They got him to rotate off. Here, a Device is opened up on so many angles. He just gets too many free picks. They throw 2 bad flashes and trust them to go for the peeks, which gives Device an easy shot. He doesn't have to walk away. And when you trust a flash, you make the worst peeks ever, because you expect the guy to be blind on the other side. So it's almost self-sabotage to do that.
Maybe Astralis picking up the tempo. Ooh. Ooh. Nice frag grenade.
That's an unfortunate way to lose.
Plus device boost on the half wall. So he's going to be leaving all the pressure on his own shoulders. Falls off, in fact, before he sees anything so that he can peek wider. Why not? Nafany gets blasted. That one AK for Shiro is supposed to be the golden ticket here in the 21st round. Utility pressure here in middle. Flashbangs being dodged. Glaive hopes to hold on, but Gambit, they walk it back.
It'll be a peaceful walk back. Not much points of resistance. Device still sitting on this angle, babysitting this angle. Like he's getting paid by the minute. He's trying to earn his rate. There should be someone coming soon. They finally get a flash off on him. Just a key window flash to push him back a bit, but eventually they'll just try to go back into the A, which is kind of a blender. They've got a good crossfire here. The two Ts will now round the final turns.
Hear this one coming, absolutely. Hobbit to get sidelined by Glaive with the drive-by spray into Inters. Astralis have an 11th. Leading by 1, and the economy of Gambit is non-existent.
You know, they put in for that last round. They get what they can, and now they just have to take a little bit of a seat. Idea to try to score a plant if possible. You know, taking this game really seriously to see like what Gambit have to offer after, because we didn't get to cast either 2-0 Complexity or Cloud9.
Yep.
And, you know, we can see why this team is talked about. I've watched individual demos of Ashiro, of Axile, and you can see where the team aspect shines a little bit, where they can, you know, organize in a mid-round like that to be creative. That's so awesome. I'm glad we have a little bit of a fake pseudo-pause here to talk about this. You know, when you take an opera like Shiro, there's virtually no difference between him and some of these tier 1 operas. He's got the speed, he's got the awareness, he's very careful with it, he hits great shots. You know, he's missing some of the experience to know when the openings can come in, and the team aspect to set him up in the same way Device is being set up, where Device just makes it look so easy. And of course, part of the reason Device doesn't get his roses as much as other players is because the team, again, they're just organized in such a way that they actually shine a spotlight on his op and make it so that he's never has to worry about anything else. But that's just how all teams are supposed to be. He is a star player to slot into that role. Yeah, they're still missing some stuff, but of course, tons of promise here from Gambit.
Try to charge in. They had their little powwow. They sat down and talked about it. Now they're going to get their heads rocked. Obviously, they had so little to contest this with. Hobbit better hope he dies before the round comes to a close. 8 seconds to find him. They could technically just dodge this, milk it down to the wire, but he gets what he wants. A deathbed made by Astralis. 2-round lead. Now it's time to find out what they talked about, what they discussed, and what they formulated in that last round. Let's see it, Gambit. It's now or never.
Hopping on T-side Inferno. It's a brave move. Let's see how they operate around it. Again, everybody wants banana. Some teams are just not good or not going to let you have it. Couple of rifle rounds we've seen Gambit go for the fast tracks. They came away with the first rifle round right up mid into Device's face. Oh, Shiro grabs Device. Where's that kill? Oh, up to the top of mid. A huge opening down. We didn't get to watch it. Is going to be the adjustment here for Astralis down a member.
Looks like they want to get a little more aggressive on Banana. We saw tons of utility just expended. The man advantage not yet upended. Gambit sitting back.
Immediately getting into position here at the bottom of Banana. Looks like they're setting up for a window flash. Maybe it doesn't come out. No, they're just going to go for the peek, and they don't clear out Zipex. However, 1 kill's there, and Shiro gets the one in the back. That's the round open. They're off to the races. Here is a free plant. No chance at this. Dupree wants to take this into the next round.
T-side op, Launders. It was a question mark at the start of the round.
People are not opping on T-side these days. That's a huge move.
And it works.
Hopefully we can get a second look here. I mean, I know exactly what the pick looks like. He gets up on the stairs, device peeks out mid. Shiro is holding for it, reads him, gets the kill. But still, then the other trade to the top of car. It's also key for your opper when you're at the bottom of banana is trusting your teammates to clear out all these close angles at the logs and close right cubby. But your opper to not worry about that trade, whatever. If your teammates die, you let them die. You look to car. You make to see if you kill the person at half wall, the person peeking car. And Shiro is aware of that. He's thinking one step ahead.
Very close game. Gambit milking this for what it's worth. We knew they were going to be challengers coming into the playoffs. Their form so strong. And they didn't just win a couple of series. They demolished Complexity.
Shredded, Config said. Shredded.
And when Config says it himself, you know it's real.
Yeah, no, that's respect, you know, reverence across the board. And it sets Astralis up to take this game, you know, all that more seriously. There's no question they're going to be like, oh, this was easy. Oh, you know, we weren't worried. That is not going to be the tone of the post game. And we have a game here. We're not even done with it. They took that pseudo pause. They come out of it. They lose a round, but they win the following. Couple of good kills off of Hero. How much more can he do on T side? This is the question. How will they set him up? Taking this expensive, heavy piece of utility, very volatile gun into the A apartments.
Flash through the arch side. This is audio cues being given over to the 2 players from Astralis inside of the site. This is a big fight from Blade. He does not expect the player close. And even with the flash, it's not enough. Now all of a sudden, Astralis, they are going to be attacked on all fronts. Magisk and Dupree putting up the defense. And Magisk still has vision here. Gambit starting to stutter out. Another kill from Magisk, but Dupree goes down. It's Hobbit to try and save the day.
Oh, we got the nade.
More damage.
I think Zipex. He's got the nade for the site. I don't know if he throws it out. It looks like he's holding on to it still. Oh, they haven't recovered the bomb. Is that in the hall?
Yeah, it's up in the apartments, but Nafany takes the head. Zipex extends.
Oh, he's off to a new position. This is interesting.
The pressure's all on Hobbit. He needs this 3rd kill in the round. He needs to jump up, and if Zipex catches him in transition, things begin to get awkward, but he dives back behind the cover.
He's holding that nade.
He's got that bomb up. Zipex has the smoke flash frag.
Oh my god. How is he? Is he going around? Yeah, he does. Interesting.
He could dunk it on him. Put that frag grenade off the backboard. Maybe it lands, but now we see Hobbit extend into the depths of the site. He is crouched and probably using that slight gap to keep an eye here on short. Frag and a smoke thrown. Flash goes above. Zipex has a kit, doesn't know where Hobbit's got off to. And Hobbit, he's just gonna crouch, stay as small as possible, hide in the bushes as Zipex tries to clear as much as he can. But desperation begins to sink in. He needs to kill here and now. Zipex unable to get it, and time is of the essence. A crucial round win from Hobbit.
Oh my god. Zipex outplayed in the 1v1, has no idea where Hobbit got off to. With the plan out in the open, assumed that it was some play into pit and just had nothing ready for that. Thought of course, he knew Graveyard was cleared in that position. I'm so surprised to see him lose in a 1v1. When do you ever see that, first of all? And that's with low HP after doing significant damage. But Gambit, they get the round. There's still money here, however, for Astralis.
Oof, everyone on Astralis had at least 50% headshots in the first half.
That's really strong.
Yeah, they ain't just sprayers.
Crisp kills and a critical timeout. We've got one more timeout for Astralis.
And what looks like a last buy before they have to save. Gambit pulled that one back. How did they even do that? Getting the trades on the site, things looked really good in the hold. Oh, Nafany's opening kill on Glaive, that was huge. He was blind, he came to, instant snap to the head.
Hobbit as well, clearing the pit player and the initial position from Dupree. That round was absolutely Hobbit. Considering the kills in that last round.
It's an expensive round though for both sides here. Look at the amount of money. The grenades are a little bit better for Astralis as well, actually. Shiro, this is your call to action. He has totally opened this game back up for Gambit. And he'll need to do even more. Device surely with a bone to pick. And we see Astralis, they found a way to disrespect the bottom of B every single round, whether it's been open or not. Here at least they have top B control, and I think we've just got like something of a coffin's flash basically from the back of Oranges, from the back of Emo. For the peak to come out, Shiro blind shot, he just takes it.
Nafany's going to look to slip around on Arch. If Dupree backs up into this, the A site is going to crumble, but he turns his head, and that could be a huge opening. Although at the same time, we start to see Glaive peel himself away from the B site. Device is going to be in a high-pressure situation. Lands the first off shot, lays down the molly, gives himself a smoke to work around, and they start to pummel him with utility. We've still got Glaive on the other side of the CT smoke, laying down damage, and all the while, Device is surviving. Smoke is temporary though, so his cover is too. And now the flashes begin to rain in. A perfect frag from Magis stops the bomb plant. Axile in the depths of the site dies. Astralis, 1 round lead.
You see those protocols are absolutely ridiculous from Astralis, staying alive for that long, even after losing their opening. Of course, they catch that timing. Dupree is aware of the thought of a lurker, but still, as soon as I think Nafany turns the corner, he looks away, and it's not even a fair bout. Oh man, that's a huge pickup. Of course, that could have gone both ways. A bit more patience there would have meant the world. It is just pistols here for Gambit, apart from the one MAC-10 in Axile's hands. Really rough situation, but you see how well Device delayed? Oh my god. I mean, the flashes were coming in for him to stay alive. They could not kill him. They could not spam him down back second Oranges, and they were so scared after enough time passed that too many CTs have rotated in. So they don't even feel comfortable using all their ammo in the smoke.
Let's see it, Gambit. Working with the lesser weapons. The challengers versus Astralis. Absolutely proving that their other victories in this event were no flukes. This is a challenge for Astralis. Their hands are full, but the USP from Device to the side of Nafany's face, he brands him. And Device now looking for another, but enters. He has taken a crucial position. Look at this. Oh, he drops the shot. Almost a recovery there from Device.
But they have a
damage done. And they're going to try to split into this A site. Keep your eyes on Dupree. He's hiding inside of the graveyard stairs. Magis get a distance. How do they get that off into the equation? Shiro, 11 health. Dupree with a double. And now it's on Shiro to try and peel them off. His flash goes high. Dupree denies. Oh, 4 kills.
Damn! From the graveyard. They should be the ones in the graveyard when Dupree is done with them. 2 rounds of difference. A close call. Gambit getting the op up on Device. Device not aware that they could have flanked through CT spawn. Of the power play from him to push up with the USP off the corner of the smoke, that was quite an interesting one. The reads are on point, but Dupree, he can handle himself. And Gambit, do they force? They've got no money here.
Yeah, that last round was everything they had.
Jesus.
You mentioned it, right? The economy of Astralis was on the line 2 rounds ago, and well, it applied to Gambit as well. Now they're going to be worse for wear.
And now we've got the 4 rotation 8. Every single round, Astralis have managed to find a way to get banana control.
Dupree's going to be challenged. Zipex here with the crossfire. It is flawless from Astralis. Only Axile left over. He gets tagged up with the Glock. This is going to be 3 map and match points, let's be real. A very good challenge from Gambit, but Astralis starting to put distance between them.
Devi comes through.
Let's see it.
You got to say, you know, if not for Shiro on this T side off, they would have had nothing going for them these last few rounds. He's done really, really well to get the kills that he has. But now he's going right back to the AK. Ooh, a little bit of team damage there. That's just not what they need at the moment. Just powers up these M4s a little bit more.
And now is not the time.
Yeah, it's a one-shot headshot now on Hobbit.
Poor guy's already down there at the bottom of the scoreboard. He only has 12 kills, but 3 of them, some of the most impactful. As he won that clutch on the A site, looks to head there now. He is the only player in the apartments for Gambit.
Finally, like that, Gambit are trying to contest this a little bit harder, but they're just pretending. They fall back without top B control. Nothing doing here on Car. Okay.
Ooh, that hurts.
Let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah, Astralis say.
And that's Shiro, as you talked about, one of the crucial players of this T side. 3 smokes, 3 flashbangs. That's what Gambit's still working with.
I think Xipix has this. Grenade for top banana. Clave waiting to throw this down. No rotation in. Could be a good opportunity to fight.
Xipix is going to get that first challenge. Finds the headshot. Frag over to the little pit. Clave also going to add a kill to the tally. Unless it's a 3 versus 5. This is it. Astralis looking to eliminate Gambit, and they will. A 16-12 scoreline on Inferno.